Okay, good afternoon. It's a great honor to be here, and as soon as I've got the thing to press, you'll get some slides as well. Here we go. And I have to tell you, the big advantage if your speaking time gets shortened from 15 to 10 to 7 to now 5 minutes is, of course, on the one hand side, that you're not going to notice any typos on my slides, and secondly, that you won't realize that I'm actually Swiss. So what I'd like to talk about very, very briefly with the incline with the subject here is how did I react when I got the topic of global waste and zero waste. I thought of a slide that I'm showing you here that I'd seen internally before. And I also saw this. And then I realized that the company that I'm representing here, LafargeHolcim, actually has a company that does exactly this. It reduces waste in a special way in 50 countries around the world, as you can see here, including here in Canada. LafargeHolcim is the largest producer of building materials throughout the world, as you can see here. Geocycle belongs to it, and the LafargeHolcim Foundation for Sustainable Construction does as well. And that's what I'd actually like to talk about. Geocycle, on the one hand side, is in co-processing waste, using things that cannot be used otherwise anymore, improving environmental performance, reducing emissions, conserving natural resources and all that. And on the other side, our foundation promotes sustainability in construction to try and reduce the numbers that you can see here. Numbers that are known, for example, that half of our raw material goes into buildings over their life cycle, which means that half of the waste comes out of buildings again at some point. So it's a step towards sustainable development that we try to pursue with the foundation and these activities, taking a holistic view of sustainability. Along the triple bottom line, of course, balancing the elements of this triple bottom line and translating them into so-called target issues for sustainable construction that you can see here. Again, you will find the elements of the triple bottom line, the social issues, the environmental issues, the economic issues, as well as, of course, because it's about construction, contextual and aesthetic impact, and innovation, which does not only have to be rocket science, it can also be common sense and thinking how people did it before us, before we had, for example, air conditioning, how did they keep their houses cool, and transferability, something that is not transferable, multipliable, is not sustainable from the beginning. So what we're trying to do with the foundation is actually promote the prevention of waste. We want things to be reused and recycled with a number of activities, including a global competition for sustainable construction. It's for projects, not for things that have been built. That's the big difference, and quite sizable prize money, as you can see here. We can't do that on our own, so we cooperate with renowned universities around the globe, and I'm proud to announce that since this year we're working together with UBC in Canada, which is now our second university in North America, in addition to MIT that we've been working with before. Usually in this competition there are about 6,000 entries, about a third of them are valid, get looked at by juries. The next jury is going to be hosted here in Vancouver and headed by Ray Cole from UBC. There are going to be award ceremonies. We've already had 2 in Canada over time. And I think it's important to mention that out of the over 200 projects that have so far got a prize in this competition, 12 are from Canada, including 2 from Vancouver, you can see here, as well as our first global winner in North America, which was Benny Farm, that you just heard about before, back in 2005, 2006, and Evergreen Brickworks in Toronto in 2008. Both examples of buildings that were not demolished, but where they were upgraded in a very sensible way. And to conclude, I just want to show you one little example of a zero waste project that got an award in the last cycle of our competition.
Hi-Fi, a tripartite ensemble of round towers over 12 meters tall, was built on the Museum Plaza of the MoMA PS1 Art Institute in New York. Each of the 10,000 bricks was a naturally grown product consisting of hacked corn stalks and mushroom mycelium. Making these stable building blocks requires no energy and produces no waste or byproducts. After 3 months of cultural events, the structure was disassembled and the bricks decomposed by crushing and mixing them with compost material.
The most important sustainable aspect of our project is the creation of a new type of brick with almost no waste, almost no energy, and almost no carbon emissions. And this type of brick can be composted and returned to soil at the end of its life.
So if you have any good projects of any kind that meet these target issues for sustainable construction, please do enter them. You've got the details here and on the website. Encourage people. We'd like a lot more winners from Canada also in the next competition. Thank you very much.